exposing reseller YouTubers. Oh. It's not a negative video, I promise. It's basically, I'm going to give you a peek behind the curtain of what I'm a very small reseller YouTuber in terms of subscribers and view count and everything. And compared to some others, I'm tiny. I'll give you a clue into what's happening behind the scenes and how much money we're making from it, because you can make serious money off YouTube. And it all goes to who's watching, how are they watching, how long are they watching, are they watching the ads during that? And yeah, there's lots of different caveats, and there's actually there's about 4 or 5 different ways you can make money from a YouTube channel. I try and do a variety of content on my channel. I do lives a lot, I do a lot of shorts, and I probably put up around 10 long form videos a month. I do see a lot of reseller YouTubers, particularly during not during the pandemic, but after the pandemic. A lot of them basically just do haul videos, and that's great. I really like haul video. But other people just do carboot videos where all they do is film walking around buying stuff, and they don't edit it properly, and they just kind of put it all together, and it's like a half an hour to 40-minute video, and they just throw it out. And good for them. They're getting the views in. They are it's killing it. People are loving it. I'm not like that. I will do like a walk around about video. I do lots of walkabouts and charity shops and car boots and stuff, but I edit it down and I basically focus on what I've bought. I try not to be sensationalist, although it's hard not to. I do like clickbait. I'm not gonna lie. I like clickbait on other channels as well. I think it's really funny. But yeah, I try and focus it on one thing, and I try and get it between 9 and 15 minutes. A lot of my videos, it's very rarely that one of my videos goes above 20 minutes, and when it is, it's like a big kind of thing. If we put ourselves out there, we invite a lot of criticism. I get that. People are bored, people are just sad, and people are just nasty, and they do throughout. People know, if you've been watching my channel for anything, you know I get quite a lot. It's usually like once a month I get like nasty comments and stuff. It's kind of calmed down this month though. It's been pretty good. But occasionally we do get criticised for only showing the good stuff, never really showing the bad stuff, not being transparent, even though I do a monthly kind of roundup of whether it's good or whether it's bad on eBay. And we used to get, I did notice there was a big issue with people commenting, it's like, stop telling people our secrets and all this, and that, being genuinely serious, it's like, this is why charity shops are raising their prices, because they're seeing YouTubers making all this money, and it's just like, no, because they could just look on eBay and see how much things are going for. Like, that's the go-to now. They don't go straight to YouTube. Yeah, but there is a lot of people out there who are, don't tell anybody, it's ruining my business and all this lot. Is, yeah. You get people criticizing and all sorts. So I hope this is just a peek behind the curtain of a small reseller, and probably exposing a few secrets along the way. So this is my channel dashboard, and yes, this is what you do when you come into YouTube. There's how many subscribers I have, there's my latest video, la-di-da. So you can go to analytics. There it is, my analytics page. So this tells you all the ins and outs of all your videos and your reach, your view count, all that kind of jazz. So this is May. So far I've earned £64.90 just in May, and we're on the 23rd. So that's not bad, because I've managed to reach the threshold, which is £60, which means I'll get paid out next month. So this is May's money, but I'll get paid at the end of June for it. So it's a month in hand technically. So yeah, this is how much I've made. If I go to my actual content, for May, I average around 10 to 11 videos per month, and like long form videos. I do a lot of shorts, and sometimes I do 2 shorts a day, and I just love doing shorts. It's just so much easier. Now I'll go into that in a minute, but this is my long form video. This is where the majority of my money comes from, and I do about 10 or 11 a month. So it's like 1 every 3 days on average. But this month I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 so far. I've done 7. And with varying degrees of success. So the first one that I did was my monthly roundup, and those usually do really well. I did 1,785 views on that. Let's go there. And this eBay Doctor Will See You Now, this is the clinic one, and that did surprisingly well. This one here, this Market Town one, was quite good, 847 for me. reaching 1,000 is good. Like this is, I'm a small YouTuber. I've said that a lot, but I'm a small YouTuber. So if I just do that. So these are my top 3 videos this past month. Yeah, if eBay is dying. Tongue in cheek there. 1,800 views, 246 hours watched, and my estimate revenue, this is just ad money, was £8.92. So you can kind of see, like, from nearly 2,000 views, say, that would probably be about £9. You could even argue it could be £10 per 2,000 views, or £5 per 1,000 views. There you go. But it all depends on how long people watch it for. Not necessarily the views, but how long people watch it for. So this one, this Doctor We See Now, it's a longer video. It's these longer videos tend to do better. So 37 minutes. Now, not everyone's watching for 37 minutes, but I got 1,400 views on that. 289. I actually got more watch time hours, and it's almost got the same amount of revenue compared to 400. There's a difference of 400 views between this one and that one, but this one is longer, and more people or people have watched it for longer. So I've got 287 views compared to 246. So it's like a 40-hour difference, or 400 views, and the revenue is almost identical. You can see there. Now this latest one, this charity shop one, this is one that I do quite a lot of. I do a lot of walkabouts, and yeah, I think it won't increase by much. I'll probably get up to, by the end of the year, I bet that would be about 900, unless it just pops off and people like watching it. And I got £4 for it. I think it's probably safe to say for every 1,000, you're probably going to get a fiver. Okay, so that's just this month. So most views don't necessarily mean more money. However, if I go on to my most viewed video, which is this recent one, this was the last month, and it's gotten 5,100 views, 600 hours. It's 22 minutes long. I got 80 subscribers from that. That's how much, when a video kind of does quite well, that's how much you can do. Estimated revenue, £22.88. So that's kind of bucked the trend, but I think it's because a lot of people were watching it. I mean, it is an eBay conspiracy video. It is one that's done quite well, and it still managed to get a few views even after a month. It's kind of like semi-evergreen content, and I'll come to evergreen content in a minute. But yeah, so a fiver for every 1,000 isn't out of the realm of possibility. That's on average. This one's done a little bit better, but yeah, I think it's because more people have been watching throughout. But look, and if you look at there you go. So I love this, like the drop off, about 63% after and then about half after 5 minutes, and then a third. Yeah, so more people are watching it and for longer. That's why it's gotten £22. But that's my highest video. I don't think it's my highest revenue video though. So my highest viewed video isn't technically my highest revenue video. My highest revenue video, just based on ads and view money, is actually this one, and it's I Tricked eBay. And I actually released this before I was monetized. You can see here it was monetized for, it was that, so February the 7th, 2 years ago, and it didn't start really picking up steam until September of that year, and that's when I was monetized, like at the beginning of September, and it has since just popped off. Like, I'm still getting views for it, and it's been released no end. 58 subscribers. The revenue, like I said, that's when, oh no, it was at the end of September, the beginning of October. That's when I first got monetized. So it was doing work for me, and I wasn't getting monetized. But as soon as I was monetized, all of a sudden the penny started rolling in. And as you can see, it has just gone from strength to strength, and it has really just popped off. And this is what you call evergreen content. It's one that basically, I don't know what it is. I've tried to analyse how and why it's just kind of popped off. It basically deals with eBay and above seller status, and if you get below seller status, how you can kind of manipulate the algorithm in a legal way, in an eBay legal way, to get you to above seller status again. So you're not getting suppressed by eBay algorithm and you're not getting penalized by it. And it's how you can get out quicker. So that's technically a trick, and that is a trick, and I tricked eBay, and it's just popped off. Now, I should really do another one, because that has done very well. But yeah, my monetization on that wasn't until like 6 months after, and my view count, I had 600 views that didn't make it, so that should be a couple of pound more, but £32 for an evergreen content, that's pretty good. Am I making it on shorts? Well, hang on, if I just go on here, shorts are just simple. I do silly kind of like shorts all the time. This one isn't actually to do with reselling, and it seems to have made the most, because I didn't jump on a bandwagon, but yeah, it's the whole thing. Ludwig is a popular YouTuber, and I just kind of hijacked his name a bit. So yeah, 12,000 views, 10 new subscribers, £1 for 12,000. £1 for 12,000. That does not look good, does it? And it's only 33 seconds, so it's like next to nothing. But if you think like I did for 1,000 views on my long form video, because it's longer, people are watching for longer, it's about £5. Between £4 and £5 per 1,000 views. That's it. This is my reseller one. So it was only 19 seconds long, 11,800. And only 66p. But the thing is, look, that in the past 48 hours, that is just still making money. And look, this is another one, 10,000 views. I got 99p, and it's only 8 seconds. But the reason why this one is shorter, but again, look, it's because more people are watching it for longer until the end, and then it keeps playing until they move on, until they swipe off. In the past few months, this has kind of kept on going up. I mean, you can see there in the last 48 hours, I've got 77 views of it, 21 new subscribers, and it's 61p. But if, you go to reach, and look, it did okay. Like, it got 1,000 views, it's good. That was in November, and it 2 years ago. It was in November 2 years ago. And it's just kept on going and going and going, and it's just really put up. But look at this, it's kind of increased the incline there. It's gained quite a lot of views in the past, like, 2-3 months. So on my shorts for the past 2 years that I've been monetized, I've only made £18.58 off shorts. That's crazy, considering I've done I feel like I've done 1,000 of them now. I probably have, but it's crazy. It is. I mean, it's still going up. It's still adding to it. Like, every day I make a couple of pennies, and that's how you make your money. If you do so many a day and continually do that, then they compound, and if you get people watching them constantly, then they kind of all add up. I think that's the word you want to use, compound. So this is my watch page ad. So 500. This is for the past year. So £566 pound for the past year. So I made £18.58 in the year. Sorry. So this is my watch ads for the year for my long form content, and you can see it's kind of going up a bit. It's kind of going up a bit. My biggest day, however, was £7. See, I'm a tiny YouTuber compared to some other people. There we go. Another way that we can earn money is through supers and gifts, sorry. So this is when your viewers directly send you money. And yeah, so in the past year, I've been given, very kindly by people, £147.97, which is crazy to think about, that people give me money or send me money. Now, that's just what I've earned. I think overall it's actually more, because I got sent £25 and YouTube took like 40% of it. So like, I think it was like £12. Yeah, so it was £11.92 of it. They kept that. How crazy is that? But yeah, this is what I've got, what they send to me, that gets added. They are given usually throughout my lives, but also, here's my live stream. I've done loads of lives. It's one of the ways that I stay accountable to myself, and it forces me to do work. Now, I don't have a lot of views on these because they're over an hour long and people have got things to do. Biggest viewed live was actually, my first two was actually the past couple of months. One a couple of weeks ago, with 500 views, and 500 views on that one. And you can see I did get a donation, so that's why. That's it. If I look at revenue, yeah, you can't actually. Oh yeah, supers and gifts. There we go. Watch page ads was actually, so if people didn't give me money, I still would have earned £2.25 off that video, which is really nice. I like what this is after the fact as well. So on my lives, I don't monetize them. I wait until I've done them and I've finished them, then I monetize them. So then YouTube monetizes them after they've been published. Now you can opt out of monetizing them while people are watching. So when you're watching a live and then all of a sudden an advert comes on, I don't have any control over that. I can't stop YouTube from doing that. However, I tick the basically the non-monetization button, which basically, if you watch it, you won't get ads as much. I think it's you won't get ads as much. So basically, I don't like people getting ads. It'll ruin the viewing experience. It's meant to just be a hangout. It's not meant to be anything kind of. What's it? So this money, this £2, it's for 500 views. It's tiny, but that's after I've published it. And then obviously this is what someone donated. I think they probably gave about £15. Just thinking, because that's what I get afterwards. Let's see this one. Well, this was 300 views. I thought it was 500 views. Oh yeah, so that's more of a representative, like £1.86. This is after I've published it. There you go. So that's my lives. That's where the majority of the supers and gifts and donations. I don't want to say donations. I'm not a charity, but like people send money over, or they send like little gifts and stickers over it. So there's that. Another way you can earn money on your YouTube channel, which I know some people do, is through affiliate links. So basically, these are all my reselling links. So this is the tech that I use, the reseller resources. So like labels, whiteboard, a battery tester case, some pink stuff. Really useful boxes, which I use. The bubble wrap, the poly bags. There's loads of stuff you can put in there. There's absolutely loads of stuff you can put in there, and it's all to Amazon because that's the affiliate kind of king. And what that means is if somebody clicks on that and then buys it, I will get a tiny amount in the last 30 days. So I've not made any money in the last 30 days off my links, but these are the amount of people that have clicked on them. Let's see, this year, let's just do this year. This is how much I've made this year. So I made £1.59 in January, and in February I made 19p, and then I've made nothing since. Yeah, and it's usually, this is the earnings, so ordered items. So as you can see, some people, they can buy, the bubble wrap, somebody bought the bubble wrap, but also when they click on the link, the affiliate link, it's whatever else they buy. So I get a cut of the bubble wrap, but then I also get a tiny cut of some of these things that they bought. So someone bought a fabric softener, someone bought some Werther's Originals, someone bought some white vinegar, and someone's bought some self-seal bags that I've got up there, and they also bought all-purpose rubbing alcohol for cleaning. So that's good, isn't it? I mean, I get a tiny fraction, like I don't even know if it's a percentage, and it depends on what items. But yeah, it's another way of generating income, and I know there's some YouTubers that are product-based YouTubers, and this is how they make the most of their money. This is how they make so much money, and you can make a full-time living off this if you're more tailored towards that. I'm not for basic. I don't give call to actions like, oh, click on the affiliate link. I don't do all that. It's just there if you want, and it'll help the channel out. But last year, because it gives you a full proper year, there we go, £5, just £4.98. That's at my fees. The revenue was £95. So if you just say like for every 100 you get fiver, it's like it's 5% of what you pay. That's what I get. The way that people can earn money on YouTube is if they set up their own little shop. And one of the ways they can do is like merchandise, and they've got all these. This is my reseller judge. So I haven't added a lot to this because I do a lot of print on demand anyway. But this is just like reseller related. It's not, I haven't updated it since Halloween last year. There's lots of like little things here, and basically you can also get a cut from if you sell any of these. It goes to Spreadshop, which is what I've got the account with, and you've got like Tea Republic as well, Truffle Shuffle, you've got Redbubble. There's loads of different ways you can earn extra money through print on demand when it's when it's linked to your YouTube, but YouTube is a bit funny. Spreadshop is the only one that seems to be seamless. The other options are really awkward and really difficult. These are my products. So these are some of the products that I've got. Show more. There we go. Coffee now. Mama. Yeehaw. I don't know why. I was just doing some for examples and for videos and stuff. But there is reselling ones, I promise. There we go. Batty for bargains. This is at Halloween. Born to boot. Shopping is my happy place. Thrift is all you need. Booting. Thrift, Chaz a hustle. And it's on the bottom there of every video. You can look there. You can get like buttons, badges. There's so much stuff. But it all there. But it's on the bottom there. It's on like a scroll just above the comments, and you can click and buy that, and then I get basically a cut of that. So that's a little behind the scenes of my personal one. I've exposed myself, no one else, obviously. There's lots of other people out there that have got tens of thousands of subscribers and views. As we've already established, it's not necessarily the views that matter, it's how long people are watching. However, we can kind of work out on average, and it works out around, for every 1,000 views, probably around £4 to £5. Let's just go with 4 because it's a bit standard. So for anybody who's earning, if you see anybody who's got like say 10,000 and they are a reseller, it goes under the personal finance bracket. So your RPM is actually quite good. It's a lot better than say like video games. How much would someone have to make a minimum wage? So the UK minimum wage is £12.21 per hour, 40 hours a week, around 24 to 25,000 a year, and that's pre-tax. After tax it goes down. So I'm not earning a lot at all. I mean, the most I earned this month, and it was £84. Now if I managed to make £80 a month, that would be nice, but £80 a month on YouTube, it's about £960 per year. So I am very far off. I am very far off, but it is still one aspect of my one stream of income. Now obviously I've got other things, there's other YouTube things that I'm involved in, other YouTube channels that I'm involved in. I get a little bit, but this is on my reseller channel. How many videos will I have to make per year just to get a full-time minimum wage? So 25, let's say 24,000 divided by £4. I'd have to make 6,000 videos a year divided by how many a month? 500 a month. I'm doing 10. We know people are doing 50 around. There's certain popular resellers that are getting around 15,000 views, between 10 and 15,000. So let's just say we get 10,000 views per video, or your favorite YouTuber is getting 10,000 per video. We know that it's going to be £40 per video. They release like what, 3 videos a week? That's £120 per week times per month. It's 480 times per year. They're making around 5,700 and 5,760. I would wager they're making between 6,000 and 8,000, because a lot of these resellers, they get like 10,000 views, but then they have the odd ones that go to like 15,000. Some of them even are lucky enough to have like 20, 30, 40,000 views. Some people are lucky enough to have viral views, which ends up being like a lot of money. So there's no accurate way to analyze what's going out, because it's dependent on view time. It's dependent on not just viewers, but you know, how long they watch, whether they click the ads or whether they let them run. There's so many caveats to it, but on average for me, I'm at least exposing myself, and you could kind of extrapolate what other people are earning. But you know, I would be very happy if YouTube was bringing in about 12,000 a year, because it's like £1,000 every month. That would be really nice. Just clean, kind of like £1,000. I've got a hell of a long way to go, obviously. And yeah, I know some other people who are doing very well on YouTube, and there's some people who say that some American YouTubers, because they have a bigger audience and they have the algorithm pushes them to a bigger audience in America who watch it more, they are making a lot of money. There's people who are getting like 250,000 to like 500,000 views per video, and they're doing say like 2 or 3 a week. It is insane for reselling. And when you get comments like, oh, you don't need to do reselling, you're just doing it for YouTube. I can understand why people would say that, but it's not necessarily the truth, because obviously even after you get AdSense, you still got to pay tax on it. And also, I have a subscription model to the music because of AdSense. You can't put popular music on, which is why you always hear these like drum and beats and like lo-fi kind of like chilled music or in the background, or guitar music. And I use a service called Epidemic Sounds, and Epidemic Sounds is about, it used to be $12.99, I think it's like $14.99 a month. So there's that. There's also my editing software. I use editing software on my phone, which is free. And then I also have this, it's called Wondershare Filmora. It's not very good. I think I paid £80 for the year. So it's about £8 a month. But it does have some bells and whistles, which I like using. I'm very comfortable using it. But I'm going to get rid of that because it's kind of annoying. So yeah, £15 a month, obviously, after that for the music. And yeah, then you've got like your upkeep. You know, obviously I do everything on my phone at the moment. I even, you know, run my business on my phone, so that's kind of an expense, but it's not. I've got tech like portable batteries, microphones. Yeah, there's loads of stuff that I was already going to be using anyway. Obviously I've been using my glasses for the past like 2 years. So yeah, there's like things that you can account towards it. But you can see why a lot of people do make a lot of money on YouTube. Technology channels, they make so much money, like particularly ones like, yeah, Marques Brownlee, he's made stupid amounts of money, and Linus Tech, like those are the big ones. The thing is, even if I made enough money off of YouTube just to do YouTube and then that's it, I would love it, but I would miss reselling. I know it sounds really pathetic, but I love buying and selling. I don't know what it is, it's just, I love it. It's another string to my bow, and it's another stream of income that is bringing in a little bit of something, and it's scalable. Like I can only, what I get out of it is only what I put into it. So the more that I post long form videos, the more I can get back, and it's based on creativity. And yeah, I know that there is a lot of you, I'm not dragging any YouTubers, reseller YouTubers, but there is a lot of channels that do a lot of basic stuff. I hope it's been a little bit revealing. If you can take what you can of this and maybe extrapolate it to your favorite YouTubers, you can kind of see what they're making. I wouldn't necessarily go on Social Blade. Social Blade isn't accurate. It's a little peek behind the curtain of the YouTube reseller lifestyle and what we get and what we put in. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe and share, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.